Hello, my name is Erin Mertes. I'm a freshman business student at the University of Arkansas. I'm proud to call Bentonville my hometown. Bentonville is home to an American art museum, beautiful scenery, and Southern hospitality. Today we'll be talking about The Way of Color by James Turrell.
The Way of Color is located on a walking trail in Bentonville, Arkansas. As a person walks through the wooded landscapes of Compton Gardens, they encounter an opening with a large circular structure. It is a sky space by James Turrell, open for guests of the trail to enjoy and explore. Surrounded by the quiet hills and wildflowers, The Way of Color makes an impact without being a distraction of nature's natural beauty. The curved stone exterior made of native Arkansas stone complements the setting. From outside, the piece has a quiet presence, but it still makes an impact with its size and welcoming large opening. Stairs on both sides of the building allow the viewer to see the piece from every angle. This building overlooks a small footbridge and a stream. Being just a quarter mile from the crystal bridges of a Museum of American Art, James Turrell's artwork, Sky Space, The Way of Color, is a popular spot for families and people of all ages to visit. This piece is especially busy during its peak viewing hours, sunrise and sunset. People line the walls of the circular observatory to witness the intense visual sensory experience Turrell provides. The visual experience is contrasted by the hushed silence of the crowd. They watch the circular opening in awe as the inset LED lights surround the walls slowly transition between a myriad of colors. As the sun rises or sets, the pre-programmed light sequence created visuals of the sky through the oculus. James Turrell was born in 1928 into a Quaker family. His family's strong religious views caused them to believe that art was a vanity. Turrell was not exposed to much art as a child, yet in interviews he says he always knew he was going to become an artist. Turrell has worked at mastering his craft for many decades and become a world-renowned artist. His work spans all over the world. They can be seen in California, Argentina, England, Germany, and Japan, just to name a few. Color is a major element in James Turrell's work. He uses color to manipulate the viewer's perception. The sky appears to be different colors than it is. This is created by the contrast of the changing LED lights. In addition, the observatory has evident rhythm and unity. The repetitive weave of the tiles creates a methodic feel. There is nothing unpredictable about the structure of this building. The materials are all very cohesive with one another. The tiles are expertly placed in meticulous fashion. This creates lines that draw the visitor's eyes upwards to the oculus. The overall circular shape of the sky space evokes feelings of security and comfort. The repetition of circles is soothing and relaxing. There's an absence of sharpness and clutter. Turrell's work could reflect his unconscious mind. On the surface, Turrell does not seem like a very emotional man, but his art shows otherwise. He has said that his art requires a degree of surrender. Turrell strives to strip away comfort from the viewers. Some of Turrell's pieces distort reality so far they've become deemed unbearable. He has been sued twice from viewers that felt so disoriented and confused that they physically fell. His compulsively tidy style could also reflect resentment of his structured childhood. This can be seen in the stark white of the ceiling of the perfect rows of tiles in The Way of Color. Turrell seems to be compensating now by engaging in dramatic gestures. The project itself was very ambitious, yet safe. The design is large and extravagant, but he has completed almost identical projects many times before. It is as if he is trying to compensate, yet is a deep-rooted insecurities preventing him from branching further. The Way of Color was designed to be very minimalistic. This was planned so that the viewers could create an experience for themselves. James Turrell acknowledges this about his work. On his website, he was quoted saying, "My work is more about your seeing than it is about my seeing, although it is a product of my seeing." I feel like the statement captures the essence of his work well. The designs are very basic. The experience is formed based on personal interpretations. Turrell's minimalism was heavily inspired by his upbringing. As a Quaker, he was taught that excessive adornment was frivolous and that fulfillment can be found in simplicity. Quakers' intent was to avoid art, so it is ironic that Turrell sought inspiration in their style. Many Quakers strive to acquaintance themselves with silence. When inside The Way of Color, it is often silent as the people sit in admiration. Minimalism arose in popularity in the 1950s. Although it had not been very trendy style before that, it was still existent. Turrell was influenced by other artists that were working with light and space at the same time. Robert Irwin and Mary Corse were two artists who were also minimalists. The works of these artists show great similarities. The use of blank open spaces was very common among all. They all utilized simplicity to create hypnotic effects. I appreciate that it is an experience to view this piece. You are fully immersed in the art, and it is a unique experience for each viewer. Color is very relative, and each person's eyes interpret it in a unique way. People often have trouble putting a viewing experience into words. I seem to better enjoy the artwork that is not straightforward. I'm very drawn towards this work because it incorporates nature. In a time when modern art is very technology-based, this piece remains simple and in touch with nature. It is reliant on the sun to get its full effect. The blank surface provides time for an introspective reflection without distraction.